None of this would be a problem if you just let me kill him, Drusha said. He'd spoken loud enough for the rival delegation to hear, but they were all too experienced at this kind of game to glance over at them. There's enough killing in the galaxy without resorting to violence against fellow Hakan, Akenzi responded, just as loudly, then added with a stage whisper. Besides, do you think I can afford to hire someone without any links to our clan? Drusha's mane bristled with amusement, and he looked over at Hamlar's gaggle of sycophants for any hint of a reaction. Still, there was none. The 5 Hakan, robed in the green and gold Zinfar robes of the Dazeshi clan, continued to converse among themselves in low tones while acting as though Akenzi and his brother Drusha didn't exist. They're good, Akenzi said, flashing his fangs, in a boring kind of way. Truly, though, not enough trade disputes are resolved with honor duels anymore, Drusha said. What has become of the ancient traditions of our people? I think they call it civility, Akenzi said. We need to display a bit of that if our people are to become the masters of the galaxy. Drusha just growled, glaring across the antechamber at Hamlar. Akenzi was being facetious, and with good cause. His levity was a front, a disguise that he hoped would conceal his nervousness. Years of planning and speculation, of negotiations, bargains, and concessions had led to this. A meeting with representatives of the Hakan Council to resolve the legitimacy of his proposed venture to the Boreas Gap, in the face of opposition from Magnate Hamlar and his clan, the Dazeshi. Akenzi was convinced his entire future, perhaps his very life, would be decided in the next few hours. What if you fail? That was what his father, Zamak, had asked him that morning, over a pot of freshly brewed chana, before he had taken the shuttle from his clan's dust sled up into orbit. It was the most pointed of questions. What if all his efforts had been in vain? What if he had miscalculated, and the council ruled in favor of Hamlar? Zamak was a planner. During his younger days, he had amassed a fortune trading Gear-Root products along the Fornax axis. He had monopolized trade with multiple embattled factions and ensured that his merchant vessels had been able to pass unharmed through 6 war zones. The galaxy might be in the throes of the greatest, most devastating conflict since the fall of the Muhakt, but that didn't mean a Hakan couldn't turn a profit. Zamak's every action was carefully considered, and he had a plan for every outcome. He had built the fortunes of his clan on the solid foundations of prudent investment, but that had never been Akenzi's way. He believed in high risk and high reward,